What is up, everybody? I'm of course the one, the only, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Back again today, representing the Legion of Yu-Gi-Oh! To bring you guys another duel video. So, I've already given you guys one duel video today. That was, of course, me against Madolches. If you guys want to check that out, there'll be a link to that in the description down below. But, of course, today I'm, of course, giving you guys another duel video as promised. This is, of course, me versus Morphtronics. I know it's old school again, but you gotta admit, when people come into these tournaments playing a fun deck, you gotta give them like a high five, seriously. But of course, this is me versus Morphtronics. Now, I did not speed this one up, guys. I didn't want to speed it up. Even though this game goes for 16 minutes, hopefully you guys still enjoy it as much as I enjoyed playing it, because there's so much funny commentary that, you know, it's going to be playing in the background for that commentary, so you guys can hopefully hear it, and we're going to just be recapping over that, and pretty much everything, as always, that happens in the game, and hopefully you guys do enjoy it. But of course, without further ado, let's just jump right into this duel, shall we?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Let the good times roll!
Okay, everyone, so, of course, I'm going to be smiling a lot because, as I said, I'm going to be playing this in, like, real time. So you're going to be hearing the commentary lightly in the background. I'm, of course, being the more powerful voice, and then you're going to hear the other guys in the background and a little bit of the stuff that I say during this duel video, because, honestly, we say that many funny things, in my opinion. Like, it was a really funny duel that, you know, I just can't skip over it and be like, nah, you guys aren't going to enjoy this. Hopefully you guys do as much as I did, so... To start off, the first stupid thing is, of course, by my words.
No, 3, I'd get from draw. It's Monopoly.
Oh, yeah, that's the most stupidest thing I've said during this. And of course, because I rolled 2 3s, I'm saying, no, it's Monopoly rules, I get to roll again, even though he did say I get to go first. So, TRICKSTAR, it's great going first. I absolutely love going first. It's what you want.
Search Candino.
You know, just doing the generic searching Candina, it's what you do, you know, that you're searching it. I activate another terraform. I activate my only terraforming, sorry. But I use terraforming to go, of course, go into my second light stage, which I'm, of course, going to be activating right off the bat. Because you want to be able to spam the board as much as you possibly can during these games. You want to be able to spam it to a point that you've got a well-defensive board, plus you've burned your opponent for quite a bit. And you can kind of use some of the resources for your next turn. That's primarily what you want. So here I'm just going, you know, activating another one. That's what I'm showing there. Searching for my Lycris, because that's what you want. So now I've got Candina, Lycris. I can't even remember what cards are in my hand half the time when I'm doing the recaps of these videos, guys. So I'm really sorry about that. Now, as I did say, this isn't sped up, so you're going to be hearing some of the things in the background. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. I want to test it this way, honestly. I want to see if you guys like it this way or not. So here I'm just going, you know, search, reincarnation. You've only got one reincarnation in the deck at this point. This is, of course, the World Championship one, so we are limited to one reincarnation. Here I'm just, you know, special summon my Lycris, go for the defensive, have a reincarnation. I can't remember what my other card was. I'm pretty sure it would have been a Torrential or either a Scapegoat. It's one of the two. Here he goes, you know, sets the 2 cards, and of course burning, using that World Championship pad. I'm loving it, it's absolutely great. And this is where Morphtronics come in.
One moment. Oh, it's an antique. The fuck is this? You're gonna have to. Okay.
That is my take on old school cards sometimes that I haven't seen in a long time. I literally will pick them up, I'm like, oh, it's an antique! I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out, like, what does this do? Because I have not seen Morphtronics in a really long time. All I knew about this guy was he is a meme duelist. That's all I heard. I didn't see his last match. All I knew was he was a meme guy. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be funny. This is going to be funny.
I was gonna say, like, what the hell is this?
You know how many times Kieran gets that whenever he plays the game?
Like, this guy apparently gets it every single time that he is the meme guy. That when people duel him, they're like, what the hell is happening? What are we doing even? And I'm trying to figure out, like, okay. Apparently he's, like, just going for crazy fun plays. That's what he does. So, of course, here he goes for the Link play. He's going for misses. I'm like, okay, well, that's something I understand. That's not bad. Misses, that makes perfect sense. I don't even know what his 2 set cards are until he activates them, and they're basically a Monster Reborn, one of them. Bring back the Morphtronics effect. Pretty much with this, he mills the top 4, and if one can be, like, summoned, that's what he's able to do. So, of course, he summons that one. I can't even remember half the names of these cards, guys. I'm really sorry about that. You're gonna keep this in mind, like, this is Morphtronics. This is not something I know. This is, like, Madolche territory, where it's, like, it's so old school that I haven't played in so long that I've basically forgotten what half of it does. But it's still a funny deck. Here we're just laughing at the fact of, you know, Morphtronic OTK. No, that's not a thing, because Morphtronics can't OTK, of course. His effect is, you know, just pop the 3, and apparently it's either added instead of special. He didn't get any of the cards he wanted, of course, which is really a shame and really a bummer. That's me going, is this a joke? What is this? I felt like Pegasus dueling Kaiba. It's like, sorry, no, Pegasus dueling Yugi. It's like, oh, Yugi boy. Oh, you poor simple fool. You don't know what you're in for, Yugi boy. But here he's going for the decode. Activates the Monster Reborn. And here I'm like, you know what? Screw it, Torrential. I'll bomb your entire field. Let's just get rid of everything, shall we? I don't care. I want to see it all gone, so that your board is completely wide open, which I love. So here, I actually banged my head on the table because of what I got was a mind control, which isn't useful. I even show it, like, what is the point of me having a mind control now that you've just gotten rid of your card? Even though he would have been able to go for the decode, you know, effect, doing all that kind of stuff. But if I had gone it on decode and then waited for him to go Monster Reborn, I could have got it myself a monster. But either way, it's just harmless fun, right? It's just, that's all the game is these days, right? Hopefully. Just harmless messing around, having a joke, having some fun. But yeah.
I don't think I'll be adding too much.
4 cards in hand.
I was a lot of people like.
I'm like, how many cards? I was actually asking, like, how many cards do you have in your hand? Just so I can try and figure out how much I can burn you for. At this point, you know, I just banished basically all my stuff. 17 cards for my beautiful one, which I absolutely loved. I banished 2 cards from my hand that I wasn't going to be using because it was like mind control and some other card I can't even remember. Here I'm like, you know, 2000, 17, and so that's 37, of course. Here I return my, you know, Candinas to the hand, going for that Lycanus attack, and then use Reincarnation to then get a Lycanus back from the graveyard after I burn him, which is basically what I do now. I'm just talking like that, you know, it's basically just a fun combo of, you know, let's just get ridiculous. If anyone gets that song reference, God. But that's basically all I was doing, trying to do all the working out, trying to figure out how can I actually OTK him, or really like FTK, OTK, whatever you want to call it. I prefer saying OTK because technically it wasn't in my first turn. But basically how to try and kill him in one turn after I popped his board just by going Torrential when he summoned something. That's all I wanted to do. So here, of course, I banished that Reincarnation, go for the Lycanus, and attack for the game. I'm pretty sure this was the game. I'm trying to figure out all the calculations in my head. Like, I can't remember if it was full-on game, but either way, as soon as he drew, he would get 800, so it was, yeah, it was the OT, sorry, OTK there, not OTK. So, I did win the first round, which, you know, the first, match of that out of the 3, which I was really happy about, because it was just, I'm laughing, cracking up laughing, like, oh, this is gonna be really funny. Like, but, oh, actually, no, he was on, like, so few life points, but he was on the point of like 100 life points left, so if he added anything, he would die. He was basically on that kind of point, which is the really funny part. Even though he did add like, yeah, down at this point he was at 100, sorry. I'm trying to do all the calculations in my head. I'm that, you know, that tired after all day, like, trying to do these videos, and then I did actually work. So, I stayed up all night working and then doing these videos, you know, early, just for you guys, which I love doing. But yeah, I'm quite tired. I'm sorry about that, guys. But here he just goes, you know, Black Rose, pop in the field. I go just seeing what he goes, limited removal. He's like, oh yeah, it's game. Either way, I don't even know what I was going for. I was like, just trying to kill. So I did of course win the first match, as you can see there, which I was really happy about. But I just want to slow down on some of the commentary, because honestly guys, some of the commentary in the background we're just cracking up laughing. This is what Yu-Gi-Oh is for me. This is what I love doing. That's why I love coming down to GameTraders Salisbury, because when I meet these guys down there, it's absolutely a blast. It's absolutely great. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I took out my 3 ashes and I put in I can't remember what I put in. I'm pretty sure I put in like either twin twisters or something like that. God knows. But you know, there was no point of me having an ash if his only effect to be able to go into ashes were those few cards. So that's why, you know, went for those switching arounds, because if you're not going to be using something, you may as well take it out. So I'm pretty sure I took out like chain summoning and ashes, and I ended up putting oh yeah, that's the card I ended up putting in, Forbidden Chalice, just so I can be like, oh yeah, you want to activate something? Yeah, negate, just so I can be that kind of annoying troll, because that's what I love doing. I love trolling some days. If like this video or comment down below if you yourself love trolling. I know one person that loves watching my videos that is actually a troller himself that loves trolling, but he trolls truly great. Tobaz, I hopefully pronounced your name correctly. If you're watching this video, yeah, I know you're a little bit of a troller. But then there's also some of the other guys that watch and just play some incredible decks that are really funny. Like when you guys play the old school decks, I absolutely love it. Like a few people that play Chaos, Raiouza, when you're playing the old school stuff like Volcanics and Chainburn, like Jesse Byrne, like all you guys just make me crack up laughing, because I absolutely love seeing that kind of stuff. It's not like cracking up laughing like, oh my god, this is such a terrible deck. It's more cracking up laughing like, oh my god, I love watching the fact of you're playing old school, but you're making it, you know, you're making it shine. You're doing your own thing, which is really something to be proud of. And if you are doing that kind of thing, guys, you should be proud of yourself, especially if you win with those decks. Make sure you are proud of yourself. So here I'm just going, you know, light stage as always. Lycris doing the search, absolutely fun. Cantina, chain
summoning.
Oh, boys, I don't even know what it does.
Resolves. Cantina allows me to search and add. Chain summoning allows me to do up to 3 summons this turn. It counts the first summon as already a summon.
So like that's me explaining. He's like, oh boy, I don't even know what it does. So here I'm just like, fine, I'm just going to search for Lycris to my hand. And this is where I'm just going to go for the generic combo, you know. Lycris effect, adding the Lycris into my hand. I could have actually, the better way to do this is trying to keep Cantina in my hand during the end one. But then other times I like having Cantina on the field, because if he tries to activate any spells or traps, then instantly he starts burning himself if he adds anything. So it just really does kill him really quickly. So, you know, this is where I ended up, you know, just having some fun and decided, you know, I'm just going to go for the board that allows me to keep Cantina in my hand, so next turn I can always search the Lily Bell and go for some attacks, which is always fun. So here I'm just like, you know, Lycris, making sure to search for them. So that's first, second, third summon for the Lycris. Just, yeah, final summon. And yeah, just set the 2 cards. Can't remember, like, you know, sometimes I forget things. But honestly, I'm pretty sure one of them was the reincarnation. You'll see in a minute. Yeah. And it's like, no, I ain't done. During standby phase. Standby phase. He's like, I want to set my shit. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I'll activate reincarnation.
You can only run the one.
Is there a... You fucking run 8 shit.
But like, this guy apparently, he has all the meta stuff, but he come to this tournament playing this deck for the fun of it. So I'm like, you know, you gotta give him props, guys. You gotta give him props for that kind of stuff. You know, when people come in playing something that is purely built for fun, it's not meant to be, you know, I'm trying to be the very best, or I'm trying to top. I'm just here to have fun, see what I can win, see if I can meme stuff. That is when you gotta high five that person. That's why this guy was just absolutely really fun to do. As you guys can see, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having an absolute blast dueling this guy. So here I'm just, you know, reincarnation to do all the burn. He goes, you know, Brilliant Fusion. Now this is where I kind of wish I had Cantina on the field so I can continue to burn him. But either way, you know, it's always fun. So he goes for the whole, you know, Brilliant Fusion, Seraph, and I'm pretty sure one of the cards he actually sent was a Trick Clown. You'll see in a minute. Yeah, Trick Clown, of course. He takes the 1000. Pretty much. Like, he's down to 16, guys. He's down to 16. I'm sorry for the language, guys. If you don't like it when I do, you know, try and commentate it over like this, and you guys prefer it when I just speed up and there's no coarse language or, you know, anything like that, please comment down below and I'll continue to do it that way. I just wanted to do it this way for a change, because, you know, when it's a funny thing happening, like, I couldn't help but laugh at the amount of times I laughed during this duel. I wanted to really show in this video, you know, this is what I love doing, this is how much I love dueling this particular one, and I forgot to use my field center so many times during the entire tournament. I was like, oh well. So here I'm just making sure he understands where the cards are actually placed, because when neither one of you have zones, you got to make sure you can try and figure out where the cards actually are. So here is just emergency, special summon. He's on 16, remember that, guys. He's on 1600 or something life points. Which is the really funny part. Here goes that card. I can't remember, Morphtronic. This is where it's like... This is where I'm cracking up laughing. Because if he's going for something that's going to kill him. But you're going to see why I'm evil. I'm like, no, Torrential!
I still kill myself. I don't give a shit. I want it dead. You'll see why in a minute.
And what I got the draw for, so...
No, you don't get the draw.
It still doesn't negate the effects.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out if, like, Torrential actually negates the effect. That was actually the judge that said the whole... It doesn't negate the effect. But I thought it did. I don't know why. But, because I thought it had to remain on the field for its effect to resolve. But no, with Torrential, the monster doesn't actually have to stay on the effect. It's the summon effect. Like, if I summoned Candina and YUGIOH Torrential, I can still actually get the search. And I didn't know that completely fully. I didn't know all about that. So now I did know. It's like, the more you know. Imagine there's a rainbow appearing saying that. But you'll actually find out why I did that. Because now he's got a completely, you know, his board is basically wide open currently. I've got nothing, so I'm like, Monster Reborn, he's on 16. I wanted to just bring in a Raiouza. I'm like, where's your Raiouza? Because he put it back, and he's like, yeah, cheat him. I'm like, nah. And he's like, oh yeah, I also have Gem Knight Strife. I'm like, nah. I just purely and simply want Raiouza. I was like, oh yeah, it's gotta go there. Just chuck that there. Summon Candina, even though he's on 16, this is where I'm like, I summon this! How many cards? I attack for game. He's like, oh, I activate this just for the jokes. It's like, okay, fine, I attack directly. Honestly, it was absolutely a blast. All the stupid things we'll crack up and laughing about, I absolutely loved, guys. But yeah, that was the actual fourth game I was in. That was the fourth game. So I did skip over the one, as I said in my last video, I did skip over the one of me and Alex, and the reason I did that was, of course, as I said, comment down below if you guys actually want to see that. But I'm going to be getting Alex to do that if you guys really want to see that, because he actually just made a whole bunch of combos. I didn't get to do anything, so there wouldn't be much for me to really commentate on explaining what I was doing. So if you guys want to see that, that's why, you know, he's got to be the one to do that. But I lost my first round, I won my second, lost my third against Alex, won this one. The next round, I unfortunately wasn't able to record, but it was against me and TRICKSTARS, and that was the mirror match. I wasn't able to record because there wasn't enough table space, and I did unfortunately lose that one. So guys, this is the last one that's going to be recapped from the World Championship from my half. If you guys want to see, as I said, the one of me and Alex, you know, he's going to be doing that. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, you know, just these 3 duel videos. They were a lot of fun, actually, to be part of a World Championship, because it was a first ever experience. It was an absolute blast. I mean, I can't wait for the next ones. I can't wait for the LLDS, because I'm hopefully going to be going to that as well. And when that happens, you know, I'm excited for all this kind of stuff, because, you know, they are really first moments for me when it comes to the whole Yu-Gi-Oh experience. And hopefully you guys enjoy hearing my experiences on this. And even though I stuff up, you know, I'm going to keep on going. Even though I may do some misplays, I'm going to keep on doing this because it's what I absolutely love doing, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching this content as much as I enjoy making it. But of course, guys, that ends it for me. As always, I want you guys to comment down below what you guys want to see next. It'll be deck profiles, tip videos, whatever, as long as it's Yu-Gi-Oh related. And me or the Bane of Yu-Gi-Oh able to make it, we're always happy to make it. But of course, guys, that ends it for me, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh, signing off, representing the Legion of Yu-Gi-Oh. Never forget that, guys. But always, signing off, and hopefully you guys keep on smiling.